Hi YouTubers, it's Lady Mendez. How you doing? So I haven't made a video in a very long time. I've been busy. Actually, I've been out of school, I've been on vacation, and I didn't feel like doing anything. So back in school, so I'm doing a bunch of stuff. So, but anyway, this situation came up and I felt like talking about it because it's kind of like how I feel as well in some of the scenarios. Okay. Um, so I don't know how much of my subscribers or people that watch my video know that I'm Jamaican. So I've been here for about 20 years in the United States. So there are lots and lots of videos floating around on Facebook about Jamaicans who are begging a lot and are Americans who are going to Jamaica and asking for things, right? And um and so there's they're both clapping back at each other. My situation, my views on the situation is this. It happens to me as well because especially if the person calling into the United States to ask for something, right? So they will call you, with a family or friend, they will call you and they will pretend, well, I don't know if it's pretend, but they will call you and say, "Oh, hi, how are you doing?" and stuff like that, and how you doing, how you doing, and you feel like you're okay. They're just calling just to see how you're doing. Some of them won't call to see how you're doing. They'll just get straight to the point. Listen, let me get $50, please. I need $50. I did tell you some sad story. The water cut off. There's no food. The kids gotta go to school. The rent gotta be paid. I can't drive my car. I need insurance. Something that they're gonna say. So some of them will get straight to the point. Others, they'll take their time. They'll call you one or two times, and then you're getting comfortable. You're saying, this is just calling to check on me. And next phone call they make is, oh, yeah. And they run one of those scenarios by you. No, there's nothing wrong in giving and helping. But you just have certain Jamaicans in Jamaica, and listen, don't come under my thing commenting, because this is not what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You have some Jamaicans in Jamaica never work a day in their life. And you have some Jamaicans in Jamaica that look way better and eat better and live better than the Americans they're asking for these money. They're living better. I mean, when you see them on Facebook, they always slaying. When you go there and you see them, they look better than you, and you coming off the plane. But they're calling you, begging you for money. Yes, I'm saying that's my problem. There's a lot of ambitious Jamaicans out there that work for a living. I've seen my mother and my father work for a living, and my mother used to come from the bush, and she don't come from the bush, but she lived in the bush and up in the mountain in Trelawney, and she worked with my father in the farm. We were on donkeys and everything. My mom get up early in the morning. I was doing all these things. So there's Jamaicans who work like my parents. So we're not talking about these ones. So don't come for me. I'm talking about the lazy ones who don't do nothing and just sit there and wait for the money to reach a Jamaica for them for do stuff. It don't go like that. You can't count on American money to pay your bills, to live your life, because we have our own bills, we have our own kids, we have our own family, our own bills. You understand? We want to buy something nice ourselves too. Most of the time when we sacrifice and we send money to Jamaica, we're sending it, we're shortening some money. Maybe we're shortening the money so that we could take her husband to breakfast, take her family to breakfast. Maybe that's the money that I said, okay, I'm gonna use and do my nails, gonna fill in or something. You understand? So it's you can't count on our money, because every time you count on our money, you are shortening our money. I'm not saying if there's a situation or there's an emergency that we won't help you out, but you can't count on our money as part of your income. It don't go like that. You understand? And some of these people, you can help them 20 years. And one time you don't send no money to give them, Them Becks, them start throw wood, oh, them throw a stone behind them, they don't know where them a come from, and all kind of stuff. That's not called for. I don't understand how you gonna be mad at somebody for their own money, money that they work for. Honestly, honestly, how you gonna be mad at somebody for their own money? You don't do that. That's tacky, honey. And ungrateful, because if they've been sending money for 10 years, 15 years, and one time you're calling and get money, that can happen. That is known to happen. Like, it's not all the time you're going to be able to go set up in the Western Union line. You understand? Most of the time, you guys need to go set up in the employment line and try to get a job. You understand? Most Americans, some Jamaicans, they're here, they work 2, 3 jobs to make end meet overtime, 10, 15 overtime a week. And in the snow, oh yes, in the snow, you have to go to work whether or not they ain't giving you no discounts. Because they have a snowing day. The other part that I also agree with is the Jamaicans who are clapping back about them. Now come Americans, now come now you come and ask if you know breadfruit or this and that and that and that and that. If you're going to Jamaica as an American and you going down there, you walk with your long hand and you go up there and you expect them to take care of you, this, that, and you know, you know, caring for them. And then when you leave, you want them to fry up breadfruit, send you with one heap of groceries. These things ain't cheap, you know. These people gotta pay for that. They have to go to work and pay for that. This not cheap. Don't go to Jamaica, use up the people them utilities, eat the people them food, ask them to run around, ask them to wash your clothes, ask them to do this weird hand and foot pan, you cook for you, this, that, but you can't do nothing for them. It's not right. So if you don't want them to ask you for nothing, don't be going down there using them like they're slaves, because they're not. They're going to want you to add to their income. You understand? Or you can bring something for them, although just some Jamaican is not going to be enough. You know, this whole thing is basically people just have to know when there's a limit. You have to know your limit. You can't just be getting up and just be doing things. You understand? You have to think, you have to have conscience too. You understand? If you're single and you're Jamaican, you're constantly calling somebody that's up here that have children and stuff like that have bills to pay. You can't, you just have to have a conscience. Money don't grow on tree in the United States or Canada or England or something. It don't. So don't be sitting up here calling. You know, sometimes I would love to just answer my phone and just be like, hi, how are you? And just have a decent conversation like how I have with people that I'm talking to up here in the United States. But instead, I'm afraid to answer my phone because I don't have $50 right now to take out of my budget that I'm going to do something with this week to send to Jamaica. Me no want to say, oh no, kids, I can't take you to the movies this week because somebody called and asked me for $100 because their kids don't have no food or no light, so I can't take you. So we just don't answer my phone, and you shouldn't be afraid to answer your phone. You shouldn't have to call under pretenses. You're supposed to be able to answer your phone and the person conversate like you conversate with someone in the United States and be done. You're not supposed to be afraid to answer your phone. You can have conversations. You know what I'm saying? Just have some conscience. The people them that's leaving here to go to Jamaica, have some conscience. The people them that's in Jamaica, have some conscience. That's begging. Have conscience. 1 or 2 times maybe. But it's not supposed to be your monthly income. Have some conscience, man. Lord.